Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to test out this modern version of a deadfall trap. It's a great addition to any survival pack. It folds up into a very tight space, it doesn't take up much room, and it's lightweight. It's made out of aircraft grade aluminum, and in a sticky situation, it can help you get food, both fish and small game. It's called the PDF-4. P stands for Pathfinder, then Deadfall Figure 4. Pathfinder is Pathfinder School, operated by Dave Canterbury, and I bought this on his website, Self-Reliance Outfitters, for $12.99. Now, deadfall traps have been around for thousands of years. They're a great way for people to get food and catch small game. There's quite a few different variations, including the Paiute deadfall and the Figure 4 deadfall. I've posted videos on both those traps, but in those videos I use natural materials. Here we're using modern materials to make a variation on a Figure 4. It consists of 3 pieces: the arm or bait stick, we have a post, and a lever. Now in the front of the arm are 3 holes right here to tie on bait. There's also barbs there to impale bait. In the back is a notch. The notch fits into the lever, and the lever goes up to the post. Here's where you place the weight, a large rock or a log. And there's also some variations to make this trap even more useful. There's a notch down here so you can make a spring snare trap or also a spring fishing pole. Now along with the trap, you'll need a deadfall. You can use a flat rock or log, or in this case, we have a flat piece of wood. We'll set up the trap, and when it's triggered, it will come down on the animal. Now when you first get this trap, it can be kind of confusing how to set. It's almost like a puzzle. How does this go together? We'll make a straight line with the PDF-4 upright going away from you, and make sure the tip and the top of the trap are even. If it's flipped around like this sticks out farther, that's not correct. So you have your straight line. Grab the point, that bait area, with your right hand, and this angled piece with your left, and pull them apart. And every time you have the 4. The notch right here goes in the angled piece, and you're ready to set your trap. This goes on the ground, and this goes on your deadfall. With the bait already attached to the point here, you lift up your deadfall, and you place it underneath just like this. You find a good balance point. You can move it farther back or right on the edge. I like it right about here, going straight up and down. The animal will try to get the bait, put his body underneath the deadfall, pull on it, and when it does, the trap will flip out and the log will fall down, crushing the animal, just like this. It is so easy to set, and it works really well. Now, by far the greatest advantage of having this trap pre-made and ready to go is you can simply pull it out of your pack and have it set in minutes. You're not spending the time and calories of collecting material, carving the sticks, but I do want to show you how to make a Figure 4 the same way they did thousands of years ago. We're going to use Stone Age tools. Here I have a piece of obsidian. We'll make some blades from this. You could also use flint or chert. We have some sticks here. We'll carve the 3 pieces. I have a hammer stone, so I'm going to knock off some crude blades, and then we'll start carving. Look for a platform. Here's a good one. That is extremely sharp and will carve wood. We'll make a few more though. Good enough. This one we'll just use as a chopper. Well, the cuts are pretty crude with those stone tools, but we have our 3 pieces to make a Figure 4. I'll go ahead and set this up and show you how it works. Well, it does take practice to set these traps. I first like to place this notch with the angle piece on our post and hold up the weight of the deadfall. Then we add the bait stick with the notch in the back and the trigger, and it's ready to go. The animal will come along, take the bait, and we got it. Now I do want to show you exactly how both these deadfall traps, the PDF-4 and the Figure 4 we made with the sticks, work with real animals. We're going to set up the motion cameras and watch an animal come along, take the bait on the trigger, set off the trap, and see the log fall. But I do have to be careful of a few things. First of all, these Figure 4 deadfalls aren't always legal to set up outside. There's trapping regulations, seasons, fur-bearing licenses, and I don't have any of those. So I can't just set this up and catch any wild animal. But it is legal to set this up inside a building to catch rodents. In this shed we have mice, pack rats, and ground squirrels. I think a mouse is too small to set off this trap, but it's the perfect size for a squirrel or a pack rat. So I'm going to go ahead and tie on the bait. I have a pretzel here and a twisty tie wire. We're going to secure this, and that way the pack rat or the squirrel will want the bait, tug on it, and it will go down. But I just can't show on YouTube a pack rat or a squirrel getting killed. So what I'm going to do is set up a log underneath here. That way this is more of a demonstration. It won't kill the animal, but we do get to see exactly how it works. Well, that worked perfectly. The rat didn't seem too concerned after it set off the trap. It ate the pretzel. We're going to set up the trap again with the sticks here of the twisty tie and the pretzel. We're going to see if the same thing happens. Well, once again, this deadfall trap worked perfectly. The rat's body was completely underneath the log. If it wasn't for the block, we would have caught it, and the trigger was very sensitive. Well, I hope based on the footage in this video, you see just how effective these deadfall style traps can be. There's many different trigger systems, but I really like the Figure-4. It's a great skill to learn how to make these. All you need is some sticks and a sharp rock, or even better yet, if you have a blade, a pocket knife, you can make these pretty quick. Or you can bring your own. These PDF-4s are great. They're very strong and easy to set up. You save so much time. This trap has some additional features. You can use this notch down here and the groove up above to make a spring snare or a spring fishing pole. I'm going to make those in a different video that's a whole different subject. So if you want to see fishing with this trap, leave a comment down below. Now this video is not sponsored, so I'm not going to put a link. But if you want these, check out the Pathfinder School or Self-Reliance Outfitters. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please consider clicking that button. I've posted over 1,000 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday and Friday. So if you want to see the best videos on how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned.